We will continue the talk given on the last day of the 7-day retreats. Our Sayadaw explained Tejañana in Pali, clear comprehension and its benefits. Clear comprehension. Physical phenomena are the most obvious of the full phase of observations. So, we begin with the body kaya as an object to commence the practice. Repeatedly noting the arising physical objects with added effort, sati becomes firmly established on the object. The mind becomes collected and knowledge arises. It is in a calm and collected mind that clear comprehension, Tejañana. Clear comprehension, Tejañana, into the horizon of physical and mental phenomena. Their cause and effect relationship, their impermanence, and satisfactory and non-governable nature can be discerned. Only a concentrated mind can see the true nature of physical phenomena, feelings, mental states and mental formations. In the progress of insight, knowledge begins with distorted knowledge into the presence of mental, nama and physical rupa phenomena, and their cause and effect relationship. Along with the presence of this knowledge, one has the light of clear awareness, seeing clearly, thoroughly, and distinctly, and the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. Clear comprehension, Tejañana, is known thoroughly, distinctly and completely for oneself. It is to see for oneself the true nature of physicality and mentality, their causal relationship, their arising and passing away and nature, their unsatisfactory nature, dukkha, and absence of self, another, that their true nature is not beautiful or pleasant, asubha in Pali, nature, dukkha, anatta, and asubha. As one begins to see these attributes, one dispels the misperception of permanence and satisfactoriness. One sees that what is presently arising is just a phenomena and empty process. Lacking in itself. and it's not beautiful. At that moment, craving jhana in Pali does not rise. One is able to observe the cause and effect relationship of physical phenomena in the rising and falling of the abdomen due to an in-breath rising occurs. And as we breathe out, the falling of the abdomen occurs. Without an in-breath, there is no rising of the abdomen, and without an out-breath, there is no collapsing of the abdomen. No collapsing of the abdomen. When a rising occurs, the lower mind arises to observe the rising object. When rising doesn't occur, the lower mind does not rise either. In this way, we come to see how the object observed and the mind observing are connected as cause and effort. Both the observing mind and the object are separate. So, two are the rising and falling processes. They operate separately. One begins to see that a rising is not a single rising, but a series of individual risings. It is like a line of ants observed at a distance. What it first appeared as a straight line, upon closer observation, can be seen as individual ants moving in line, one after another. Tejañana is not a random occurrence. The nearest cause for such knowledge is concentration, the collectedness of mind. When one has a steadfast mindfulness, concentration, samadhi, the collectedness of mind is present. Thoughts of sense desire are eliminated, and momentary concentration, khandika samadhi, impart develops. Preventing defilements from entering the mind. At this stage, a yogi develops shame and restraint regarding the possibility of defilements entering the mind. Applying effort to note every arising object. The mind is a wholesome because moral shame, feeling, and moral fear, whatever are present. Moral shame and moral fear are present. with the mental control of concentration, samadhi, knowledge arises. When the mind is concentrated, moral shame and moral fear rebel against the arising of defilements, greed, lobha, hatred, dosa, and delusion, moha. And one develops a strong effort, vidyas, taking meticulous care to continuously know the object, taking meticulous care to continuously note the object. To become aware of all presently arising objects, one must move slowly and have control of one's faculties. Restraining the faculties requires beauty and uttava, effort, vidya, mindfulness, sati, concentration, samadhi, and wisdom, panya, overcome greed, hatred, and with correct knowledge, there is no delusion. When knowledge arises, vipassana, the vipassana mind develops. The vipassana mind develops. From one moment to the next, the vipassana mind gathers a momentum, distancing the mind from defilements with the presence of effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom, vidya, sati, samadhi, and panya. There is purification of the mind when defilements are kept at bay. It is essential that one has faith. Without faith, sattva, one lacks the motivation and desire to exert effort in order to develop mindfulness and concentration. As a result, without faith, wisdom will not arise. The fundamental benefit we gain through the Satipatthana practice is purity of mind. With purity of mind, we have mastery over ourselves, and we don't commit aggressive acts towards anyone. Having a strong desire to purify the mind, we make effort in the practice, developing mindfulness and concentration so that knowledge can develop. Practicing like this, once life is uplifted, living benevolently with the aim of developing and fruition knowledge, Tejañana. If we don't practice, we will not develop knowledge. Defilements, greed, hatred, and delusion will take root in our consciousness. In the same way, that an uncultivated product land becomes a product entangled weeds. So we must undertake the Satipatthana practice to clear the weeds of the defilements, kilesa, bhumi, and practice to clear the weeds of the defilements, kilesa, bhumi, and cultivate a wholesome land, developing a life that serves as a foundation for vipassana to arise, vipassana bhumi in Pali. Another topic is now I would like to talk about jhanic factors. Jhanic factors. Repeated close observation of objects requires one to be endowed with ardent effort. If we practice with ardent effort, note objects without delay, we don't experience slow and proper tinamita. Unwholesome mind states are removed. And we keep ourselves pure due to continuous uninterrupted noting of the object. This is very precious. Knowing its value, we must exert effort meticulously to cultivate mindfulness, concentration, and to develop knowledge stage by stage. Hindrances, nivarana, are the internal enemies that obstruct the practice. But with the presence of the concentration, jhanic factors, with the presence of the concentration, jhanic factors, hindrances can be overcome. When the noting mind is direct and concurrent with the object and rubs against the object, the mind is secluded from the hindrances, and there is joy and happiness in the mind, falling calm and collected on the object, and one cultivates the jhanic factors. In the beginning, laziness, sloth and torpor hinder the practice, operating as the most potent internal enemy, aiming and directing the mind to the object, vitaka, retaining the mind directly on the object and discerning its nature obscures the arising of sloth and torpor, tina meja in Pali. When the noting mind rubs against the object, the noting is effective. Sloth and torpor are absent and due to sustained abnegation, skeptical doubt is removed. When the mind rubs against the object, knowing it clearly, there is a certainty, no more doubt. It is when balanced effort, atta viriya, noting and knowing are present, that repeated observation of the object is possible. With the continuous mindfulness, clear comprehension, Tejañana develops and one can discern whether something is beneficial or not. Whether something is beneficial or not. Know what is suitable and unsuitable. Noting all presently arising objects and knowing distantly and thoroughly, so that doubt is removed. Doubt, vicikesa is removed. Knowing what is beneficial or not and suitable or not applies to worldly life. Having favorable conditions to practice, suitable teachers, suitable weather, one must know the benefits of the practice and the benefits of noting and practice diligently with added effort to become mindful of every presently arising object without delay, to cultivate knowledge. Other effort and sustained mindfulness are necessary to discern clearly. Gaining seclusion from the hindrances, vivekajan, piti, sukha, there is joy and rapture, piti, happiness, sukha, one-pointed awareness, ekakata, and concentration, samadhi, vivekajan, piti, sukha. Piti, sukha, joy, rapture, piti, happiness, sukha, ekagata, one-pointed awareness. and concentration samadhi. When the jhanic fetters of joy, rapture and happiness are absent, there is no away or aversion thereafter. There is an experience of happiness as the mind force come and collected on the object, away from restlessness and worry, Tejañana, Kokocha, and the jhanic fetter of a collectedness of mind. Unified mind is experienced. Ekakada. Momentary concentration, Kanika Samadhi develops. Kanika Samadhi develops when the mind falls becoming collected on the object and is detached from sensual objects. There is no sensual desire, Comprehension, and there is protection and seclusion from the hindrances when the mind is directly aligned with the object. When attaining jhana, it is necessary for the mind to be one-pointed. As the mind falls, come and collected on the object, it becomes strong. The mind sinks into the object and it seems the object of meditation and the subject are one. There is a continuous arising of one-pointed awareness, like a stream of currents, free from the disturbance of hindrances, like a stream of currents, free from the disturbance of hindrances. When the jhanic fetters are developed, first, in its initial application, aiming and directing the mind to the object, vitaka, followed by sustained application, the mind rubs against the object, vichara, resulting in joy, rapture, pity, and happiness, sukha. Vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha. In a way, vyavada and restlessness and uddhacca are removed. At this stage, there is one-pointed awareness, ekakata, giving seclusion and protection from the hindrances. When our Sayadaw used to play the marbles as a young boy, our Sayadaw used to play marbles as a young boy. In the beginning, Sayadaw used to miss the target easily. Began too eager in throwing the marbles. He used to overshoot the target. At times, when he didn't put forth enough effort, it fell short of the target. Over time, he became skillful in aiming at the marble, and when it hit the target, he felt joyous and happy it is become. Calm and at ease. This example is comparable to the practice. Vipassana jhana is the experience of jhanic factors, joy, rapture, and the one-pointed mind experience. When the noting mind forms come collected, aligned with the object, noting is effective as the mind remains concurrent with the arising object, and one experience joy, pity, goosebumps and praise in the body, goosebumps and praise in the body. Happiness and sukha also arises. Happiness and sukha also arises. It is essential that yogis know these experiences as they arise. When higher knowledge is realized, concentration is stronger. The mind is one-pointed and there is an experience of both joy and rapture. Hindrances and nivarana that pollute the mind are removed, or the mind gains a seclusion from the arising, becoming serene, clean and pure. The true nature of arising objects can be seen distinctly and clearly. Knowledge is cultivated stage by stage as one continues to discern nama and rupa and removes the wrong view of self and belief in a creator. It is natural for a yogi to feel encouraged to strive in the practice. When knowledge is cultivated in in this manner, deciding cause and effect in Nama and Rupa is verifying one's fate based on experiential knowledge. Is verifying one's fate, Sayadaw, based on experiential knowledge. Next, one begins to see the arising and passing away of a phenomena. Tejañana and reality, rapture, faith and comfort begins to pervade the mind. Begin to pervade the mind. There is no thinking or reasoning, rather, one sees the triple aspects of impermanence, suffering and non-self. Impermanence, suffering and non-self, and nature, dukkha and anatta. Directly in the progress of insight, the first insight knowledge is insight into the rapid arising and passing away accompanied by an experience of rapture, tranquility and happiness. Following this, one can see the sensation of Nama and Rupa. There is a calm, peaceful happiness that cannot be brought into words or description. Absorption levels as Tejañana. Absorption levels as Tejañana existed before the Buddha's enlightenment, and those immersed in such absorption, free of the sensual pressure, were reborn in the Brahma realms. It is said that the Western feather is what disappears when the Buddha's teachings become intense. The three training in morality, sila seka, concentration, samadhi seka, and wisdom, panya seka, also become extinct. Sila, samadhi, panya. So, sila seka, samadhi seka, panya seka. The progress of insight is what differs the Buddha's teachings from jhana practice. The progress of insight is what differs the Buddha's teachings from jhana practices. These experiences and developments cannot be granted to a yogi who fails to look continuously The yogi who fails to know, continuously practicing and then stopping, gazing around and then coming back to the object. Such yogis are like chameleon, those lizards. Such yogis are like the chameleon, those lizards that come running after food, then stop, become distracted, wander here and there and never get the food, or finally get weight, stopping, being distracted and running after a number of times. Sitting, standing, walking, lying down, daily activities. Sayadaw said, in short, whatever thought or reflection occurs should be noted. If you imagine, notice, imagine. If you think, thinking. If you plan, planning. If you perceive, perceiving. If you reflect, reflecting. If you feel happy, happy. If you collect, collect. If you dishearten, dishearten. And so on. And so on. Go back to the rising and falling of the abdomen. Other activities such as swatching, bending, standing, eating, breathing, and etc. Yogis have to note slowly and mindfully. Slowly and mindfully. Whatever you do should be done with mindfulness. Most important. Okay, that's all for today. We will continue next time. Now I wish that all of you may soon realize that goal. May you all be able to attain your goal with ease, and may you all be well, happy and peaceful